Christmas is coming. Yes, I know. We're almost to the end of May, but 90 days from now is almost the end of August. And that's just crazy. I had to figure that out for work the other day, and it's just, my mind is still blown. I don't know about you, but I just can't imagine it being almost fall in 90 days. So Christmas will be here before we know it. And now is a great time to start crafting some Christmas cards. So that's what we're going to do today. Hello, my name is Amanda Farlinger, and I help busy women create memories while crafting cards and scrapbook pages using stamps, ink, and paper. So so why am I thinking of Christmas cards? It's May. You might be thinking, Amanda, it's way too early to be thinking of Christmas cards. Well, yesterday, demonstrators got to see the new mini catalog. So here's the cover. I can't share the inside with you. If you are a demonstrator, log into the demonstrator website and you can download your own copy of the PDF. So if you aren't a demo, I'm going to talk about that in just a few minutes about how you can join us and get a really good deal too. So, but back to the Christmas cards. There's a couple sets that carried over from last month, or last mini, from last year that I would love to show you. And where are they? They are the Christmas. Okay, let me switch my cameras here. All right, they're the Christmas to Remember and Christmas Season stamp set. So the Christmas Season stamp set also has a coordinating seasons labels dies, and then the Christmas to Remember stamp set. So we're going to use those. And before we do, I am going to show you the annual catalog, because I can show you that because it started in the first part of May. And on page 156, 157 is everything about our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines. And we're going to use the mini today. So it is $86 and comes with the plates that you need so you can do your die cutting. So this is the mini machine here. And if you've watched my videos here on YouTube before, I use this one quite a bit, a little bit more than my larger machine. And so it comes with all the plates you need to start die cutting and embossing. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get stamping. So this set is a photopolymer set, which means that we should have some kind of cushion. And we're going to start with our pine cones. And this one's kind of a two-tone stamping. So that means that we can use two colors ink. We have soft suede and crumb cake. I don't like opening my ink pads all the way. I'm sure I can hear some people just shock and horror. I find they're a little bit harder to close. All right. So stamp, stamp. I don't try to line them up very much. Just get them down. Close up your ink pads. And of course, remember to clean them. And put them away, but I'll do that a little later. All right, so put that away. So now we can cut. So it just flips open. And we want to take our base plate and our two cutting pads, cutting plates, I guess I should call them, and my dies. So mine's a jumble mess here at the moment, but we're going to use this die right here. And you kind of line them up a little bit. If it's not perfect, it's still going to work. All right. Whoops. I need to cut the other one out. All right. Line up the plates a little bit. Oops. Oh, come on. Now it moved. But that's okay. We can slide it back into spot, and put it on through, like so. Now we are going to do a little bit more stamping and die cutting. So we're going to use the new, where's my piece of cardstock? Sure, I had a piece of cardstock. Ah, there it is. It was hiding under something. All right, so I'm just going to set this off to the side for a minute. So we have our pine cones, but we want to do this little leaf. You can see it there. And we're going to grab that deluxe foam mat again and stamp that twice and clean it off. Then we can run this through our die cutting machine. Oops. And we want this one right here. And now, I don't know why I'm thinking of Christmas this year so early, other than the mini catalog being out and being really, really excited about all the new Christmas things in the catalog. But I'm also thinking that I'd like to send out cards, but some years I find it really hard to find time to make the cards. So I'm trying this year to make some ahead of time, so that way I can try and get them out sooner. Because I always tend to say, oh yeah, I'll get them sent out in December. Yeah, I'll get them sent out in December. But then I'm busy creating and crafting and making them, and then I don't really send out many, which is sad not to send out cards if you've made them. All right, so our next piece here, so it tells you right on the pieces here, the plates. This one's for a regular embossing folder and what sandwich you need. This one here is for the 3D, and we're going to use a 3D embossing folder. So we have the wintry 3D. So you have like these snowflakes and the pine boughs. We're going to use pine boughs. Okay, now we need crumb cake. Now I did realize, but I forgot to trim this down, was I cut this to 3.5, but it needs to be to 3.25 for the embossing folder. So the platform on the mini is 3.5. And then we have the embossing folder, which is about 3.25-ish, maybe a little bit bigger. And we just want to open up the embossing folder and put our cardstock in. And we always want to make sure this hinge goes in first. We put our plate on top, layer everything here, like you would layer a sandwich. And then, oh, I grabbed the wrong plate. Looky me. Whoopsie. I was wondering. Don't force it in if it doesn't go. And make sure to hang on to that handle, because that'll just help it stay in spot. All right, so I think that's all the die cutting that we need to do for this card. So I'm going to put that up there. And here is our embossed piece, which is really cool. I love that. So we're going with an interesting color combo. I tried to get a red in there, like the Sweet Sorbet, the new red that's in the In Colors, but I don't know, it just didn't seem to work. And I was going to use early espresso, so a darker brown ink. Off there, you silly thing. But it didn't look quite right either. So sometimes you have to experiment with colors to see which one you'd like to do. So we're going to put this right on here, like so. And then we have this piece of Parakeet Party. Now you could stamp this if you wanted. And we are going to stamp this one, whoops, knock over the glue, using some early espresso. And we're going to do Merry Christmas from the Christmas to Remember stamp set. Now this one's a red rubber stamp, so you don't need to have any kind of support underneath, but you can if you'd like. So there's our Merry Christmas. Get that cleaned up too. And then we'll just glue this down onto our card. So let me know, anyone start their Christmas card making yet? Please tell me I'm not the only one. So drop me a comment, let me know. And with the new mini coming in July, I'll have a link below for you to request a catalog. So if you're in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator yet, you can request a catalog from me. And if you're not in Canada, hit the subscribe button, and that way you can keep up to date and get inspiration for projects. All right, so we have most of our card together, but we're going to put the pine cones on. And what we're doing with one of them is we're going to use the Stampin' Dimensionals to pop one up. And if you're wondering what products I've used to create this card, they're all listed down below in the description of this video with links to my online store. So if you're in Canada, you can click on those links and place an order. Or if you're having, you're not sure exactly what you'd like to order, send me a message and I'll help you out. So put a little bit of glue on the back of this pine cone. And we'll put it here. And then I've already taken the backs off some of these dimensionals. So we'll put this one here. So it's just popped up. So a nice little Christmas card, and you could switch it out to colors that you like. If you wanted early espresso, maybe old olive. So there's a couple different options depending on what you'd like. Now, I did say that I was going to talk about a great way to get new things sooner. So this mini catalog this mini catalog starts in July and runs until December. Demonstrators are able to order June 1st. So if you're not a demonstrator yet, I would purchase the starter kit now. This promo, the In Color starter kit, goes until May 31st. So you receive 6x6 designer paper, all 5 ink pads, cardstock in each of the colors, and some grid paper. So it's a great thing to get. It's $135. You could pick $165 worth of product, and it's $91.25 of additional product that you'll receive on top of your starter kit that you do get to choose. So this is Parakeet Party, if you're wondering what to do with its color. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe, and I will see you